Tennis isn't a real sport. They couldn't be more wrong. My name is Caden Bale, and today I'm here to persuade y'all that tennis is the hardest sport in the world. So, the game of tennis is an extremely challenging sport that requires not only athleticism, physicality, and skills, but also mental acuity, mental toughness, and grit, and a very good check on your emotions. Personally, I have been playing tennis since I was 8 years old, and I've been told my whole life from my friends, just everybody, that tennis isn't a real sport. That couldn't be further from the truth. It is. I want to talk to y'all about how physically demanding it is, how athletic you need to be to play it. I mean, we like to say baseball is one of the biggest sports. Like, yeah, it is in the states, but you can be 45 pounds overweight, still be the greatest baseball player of all time. That's just not the case with tennis. Can't do that. So I do want to talk to y'all about the physicality. I want to talk to y'all about the mental aspect. You're the only one out there. There's no one out there to help you. You don't have timeouts like football, basketball. You don't have an inning or a half of inning break. It's constantly going. So you mess up one little minor thing and you get frustrated. Your whole match could just go down the drain. It could be done. And the last point I want to make is how hard it is to kind of rank up. Going from a junior level to Division 1, Division 2 and 3 also. You have to compete with Europeans, Australians, Africans, South American, everybody. Everyone from around the world is fighting for a spot on a United States Division 1 team. That's just not the case with football and basketball, baseball, yeah, a little bit, but it's just not the case with most United States sports. So the first point, obviously, physicality, athleticism. I guess it's just because it's not a contact sport. It kind of just gets overlooked in that aspect. And it's not, it's not the most popular sport in the United States. Just other sports that are just more popular. But getting back to the physical side, it's extreme. It really is. You can't really just like have a strong, like just one part of your body. Like you need to work your upper body, your lower body, back muscles, abs, like everything. Shoulder work all the time. Footwork, which is honestly that's the biggest thing. If you have good footwork, that can really, that's in any sport, but good footwork is crucial for tennis players. Strength conditioning, it's like other sports, but you need everything. And as I said, like staying just fit in general, you can't really if you want to be good, can't really be overweight. And that I know that for a fact. I mean, Division 1 coaches measure body fat. I know that. It's it really is like you're training everything and you're on your toes like the whole match. Obviously, I like changeovers. You can sit down, take a sip of water, whatever. But you're on your toes going 110% the whole match, running back, forth, up, down, jumping in the air, every point to serve. You're jumping up to hit an overhead at the net, finish off a point. I mean, it's ridiculous. Now, tennis does have a nice reputation of gentleman's sport. It is not very gentle on the body. Personally, I've had uncountable amounts of injuries. I had a torn labrum. I had 3 ruptured discs. I had a fractured growth plate. I had a almost torn Achilles. I've had rotator cuff things in my shoulder. I've had tennis elbow. It really is like it's very physical. Is what I'm trying to get at here, and I think it just goes overlooked simply just because of where we live. It's not the most popular. It's football, basketball, baseball, but it gets overlooked and doesn't get a good rep. But I'm here to tell you, it is like it's the most physically demanding sport in my opinion. So the second point I want to talk to y'all about is the mental toughness. I kind of told y'all, you're the only one on the court, yeah. Um, Unless you're playing doubles, yeah. In tennis, there's continual emergencies. There's these like split second decisions that you have to make, and if you don't make the right one, it could determine your whole outcome of your match. I mean, it's really it's crucial. You beginning the match, let's say you're up 2-0. Okay, you get a easy, what you think easy shot, and you miss it. There's no easy shot in tennis, but a bunch of players, it's an easy shot, whatever, you miss it, your brain just starts spiraling, and it just like, if you aren't mentally tough and you don't have your emotions in check, being out there alone and not have like just it's no one else's fault but yours, you're gonna get in your head, and it's not good. You just, as I said, spiraling. A lot of thoughts just going through your brain on how you missed that shot, how you missed that easy shot. But truth be told, there's no easy shot in tennis. It's just the truth. Um, I have a book here that I know a bunch of competitive juniors read. There's another one called Winning Ugly by Brad Gilbert. They're great books to kind of get strategies on how to keep your emotions and your mental toughness up. Rafa, as you just saw, Rafael Nadal, he's one of the best at it. He is cool, calm, and collected every single match. All right, that's one of his best things. My third point is the transfer of ranks, or not ranks, but getting more advanced in tennis. You start at a junior level, and yeah, you're playing kids just in the United States. Once you try and get to the college level, that's when it becomes very challenging. You're competing with kids around the world. It's not easy. I know football, you just can you're competing with these kids that are just in the United States. Basketball for the most part, baseball for the most part. I mean, there's exceptions. Um, Swimming, like track and field, I like it, there's just no other sport that culminates all these different players to fight for these spots, which are very limited. Scholarship spots for tennis just aren't popular at all, no matter what college, no matter how big it is. So even going from juniors to college is in and of itself one of the hardest things you can do. But then trying to go from college or junior straight to pros, I mean, that I think less than 1% of players turn pro. It's extremely difficult. So with those 3 points, I really hope that I helped y'all, and that y'all can learn from that, and that the game of tennis, it requires an immense amount of athleticism, physicality, and skill, along with mental acuity, toughness, and grit. I hope y'all have a good day.